forensics. That's at the realm of speculation. Like you go to court and speculative reasoning in a court of law, the judge will throw it out. You empirically verify the functionality of the machines, and that will be done beginning next week. The debate about these machines may even continue for the next 1 or 2 weeks. When we've seen this card test run in 6 states spread across the 6 geopolitical zones, if Jagas said and INEC conferred that PVCs have been sufficiently distributed, today people are coming for PVCs in Ogun, in Plateau, people on protest march.
Pardon me to interrupt, Mr. Denza.
What it means is that when you don't disclose all the facts available to you as an umpire, it raises a specter of suspicion and curiosity on the part of people.
Let me get...
It's going to be against the card reader for the sake of being against the card reader. But the point is that 14 February ought to have been our election day. Today is 4th.
All right. Let me get Elijah Mohammed to respond to what you've just said now about all of this on card readers.
Honestly, all Mr. Renter has said, it is neither here nor there. One, it is not correct that INEC is just testing the card readers. The card reader was tested more than 3-4 months ago at a meeting that I attended with INEC, and all the political leaders were there. Two, when it became controversial, INEC again went to the Senate and again demonstrated to the Senate. The issue of card reader is not rocket science. It's like your phone. The only difference is that instead of your phone that has this card, it has the register of the polling booth inside. As for training is a matter of hours. Then they've trained a lot of they've trained everybody. They're even embarking on refresher course. And again, I must mention here that card reader was used not only in Ghana, Sierra Leone, and Kenya, but Nigeria INEC acted as technical consultants in Sierra Leone on the card reader issue. So they have enough experience in using card readers. So honestly, the only people who are afraid of using the card reader are those who have gone to buy PVCs, those who have cloned PVCs, or those who have stolen PVCs. I do not see any argument that can hold water when INEC says we want to introduce a method, a tool that will add to the credibility of elections.
All right, let's get to Joy, our correspondent in Anambra. Let's see what the issue is there or if they're going smoothly. Hello, Joy.
Every political party is campaigning vigorously in the state, and some political watchers say the election will be very stiff in Anambra Central Senatorial Zone, where the incumbent Senator Chris Ngige will slug it out with the national chairman of the All Progressives Grand Alliance, ABGA, that is Victor Ume, who is also the ABGA senatorial candidate, and then Honorable Uche Ekunife, who is the candidate of the PDP. People say that the election will really indeed be hot in that particular zone, and campaigns are going on intensely in that particular zone. And then to the issue of the permanent voter cards distribution, residents of Onitsha are really complaining that they've not been able to get their cards. It is not because of their unwillingness to go and collect the cards, but when they go, they do not collect their cards because their cards will not be found in all the designated centers, as told them by the INEC officials in Onitsha area. According to the INEC PRO in the state, Mr. Frank Cable, he said that INEC in the state has achieved 79% distribution of the permanent voter cards. That's all from Anambra State, and it's over to you there in the studio.
Well, thank you, Joy. Let's then get to Damaturu. Jonathan, our correspondent, is also standing by there. Hello, Jonathan. What's happening about security there where you are?
Well, out of the 17 council areas in Yobe State, it's only 2 local governments that was hit by insurgency. These council areas are Bujuba and Gulani local government areas. Both are located south of Damaturu, the state capital, and shares border with Borno and Gombe State. But there seems to be some cheering news in recent weeks, as the defense headquarters says Many communities in the state areas have been reclaimed by security forces, and this development has further given hope for the law-abiding people of the state.
What
The
about...
level of activities have also increased, as the residents are very relaxed in their day-to-day business compared to previous weeks when there were severe fears in their minds. On the whole, the security situation has been reasonable.
What's the situation with the collection of the PVCs there, Jonathan?
Well, the administrative secretary of INEC in Yobe State, Ibrahim Hassan View, told me this afternoon that the commission is expecting final report on the PVC distribution from officers across the state in the next 3 days as the collection deadline draws nearer. According to him, 84% PVC distribution has been recorded across the state, but the final percentage of the distribution is expected in the next 3 days, as I said earlier. The commission also said it will conduct a refresher training for the ad hoc staff recruited for the exercise as a recap ahead of the DD.
All right, Jonathan. Thank you for speaking with us. Let's just check. Can we? Okay. I know we're almost out of time now, but let's just see. Do we still have Mr. Odenta to give us his final words? Okay. I'm told that that's how we'll have to let it go today on the program. Well, thank you all for... Okay, he's here. So that's Mr. Denta. Could you just tell us very briefly in 30 seconds, we're out of time now, is your party afraid of using the card readers?
First and foremost is that experience across the country from your own correspondent means that INEC was not ready on 14th February for elections. That is settled once and for all in Nigeria. Not me, not my party, but millions of Nigerians. Secondly, the card readers are untexted, yet unknown how reliable it is, and it is not good to rely on closed circuit, confidential kind of texting. Is different. Testing one card and testing among millions of Nigerians. So Lie's own insufferable sense of propaganda in this matter will not obfuscate the fact that the card readers are yet to be tested fully across the country, not just as one single instance, but millions of them tested across the country for people to know how reliable it is. Only that is done. It cannot rush to judgment, as INEC rushed to judgment on the state of the distribution of PVCs, on the state of the training of ad hoc staff, and on the state of these preparedness. There's nothing against INEC, but the issue is that, technically speaking, get all the facts across to the people.
I'm afraid we have to go. We're really out of time on this one. Odenta of the People's Democratic Party's presidential campaign organization in the media department. Alhaji, we also have to thank you for coming on this evening. Alhaji Lai Mohammed is the National Publicity Secretary of the APC. Well, that's the show today. We thank you for watching and for sending in your comments. From all of us here today, I'm Chamberlain Uso. Good night.